Good evening. It's early evening here.
Yes.
Today is October 25th, and it is episode 55 of Three Sisters Knit Podcast. I'm Sheila. You can find me on Ravelry as Shishi62.
And I'm Margaret, and you can find me on Ravelry as Magpie60. We have a Ravelry group called Three Sisters Knit, although we're not very active on there. Mostly we are active on Instagram as @3sistersknit. And we have a Facebook page, but most of that is material that we put on our Instagram. So
Yes.
Instagram is the best way to follow us, see what we're doing. So as Sheila said, this is Thursday, October 25th. So this is our first podcast post Rhinebeck. So we'll be talking a little bit about our projects that we're knitting with, but also we'll be sharing some of what we did at Rhinebeck and a few things that we purchased when we were there. We didn't buy an awful lot, but
We really didn't.
yeah, but we had a really good time.
We had a blast.
Really good time while
We
we
had
were
so
there.
much fun.
Yeah. So,
We have no FOs.
No, we do not.
We have no FOs. All we have is whips.
Yes, and I think I may have said at a certain point, maybe I'll be finished my Ohm shawl while I'm in Rhinebeck, but I did, surprisingly, we didn't do an awful lot of knitting while we were there.
No.
We had an evening at the house that we stayed at where we sort of sat around and knit a little
We
bit.
had a couple evenings where we could have, but we just had so much fun being
just
with the other ladies
talking
and stuff. It
just
was
having fun that we just didn't really do any knitting.
Yeah.
But I did some car knitting, as did our other car mates, but
not me because
Sheila
I was driving.
Yeah. So why don't we get started on our projects first, and then we'll lead into what we got at Rhinebeck.
Okay. First is I'm going to show this. I had like half of it done yesterday, so I finished the other half, and I've started the border on this. One of my husband's coworkers asked if I would make her a baby blanket. She's going to give it as a Christmas gift. So this is a crocheted corner to corner. So it's absolutely huge. I used 2 balls of a Softy Chunky, and it was white and gray because she wanted white and gray. And I am doing the edge, and I've just started the edging, which is, I've done the once around already. Now I have to do this all the way around. Then the second one goes to scalloping. So
that's nice.
Yes. So
that's really lovely.
I'm hoping to have this.
I really like the way that
I'm
looks.
going to have that done. I should have it done over the weekend because because we're going away, and my husband can give it to her prior to us going away
in November.
She wants it for Christmas, and I could easily have it and give it to her when we get back. But then it's not rushed; it's out of the way, done and over with, and it's out of my hands. So
that's a really lovely. Like, it's a really nice size.
It's very thick, and it seems very stiff. So I think I might give it a wash.
Yes,
because it does seem very stiff, but it's going to be so warm.
It's going to be perfect.
It's so warm.
I can see this. You know when they have babies and they put them in those in the car seats, and then they have like a cover over it. Yes, perfect for that.
Yes, and this is the Bernat Softy Chunky, so it is 100% acrylic.
Yeah, well, that's what you want. With
it is.
babies.
It's for a newborn, so
it's a good thing to have.
Yes. So that is my first one that I'm going to show you.
Done.
It's almost done.
That's awesome.
I may work on some tonight at knit night, but I'm not sure. Next, I have my Ohm shawl.
I just love your Ohm shawl. It's
and
funny none of the ones of us who went to Rhinebeck in our knitting group
had it
done. But the other ladies who weren't at Rhinebeck, they managed to finish it.
This is where
so this is the bottom.
I was the last time when I showed it last podcast. Yeah. So I've done like 18 inches or so.
And how many buttonholes have you done?
I've done 3.
Okay, so you're a little ahead of me. But so you can see that's a fair amount. It
is. It's quite nice. Hold it this way because then you can really see.
Yeah,
like
gorgeous. It's beautiful.
There. So,
and Andrea Mowry was at Rhinebeck, although we didn't.
I saw her in the booth, but I
saw
thought
her she was just shopping.
She was shopping. I just did not want to disturb her. I know she had come out with that one last sweater not long ago, and she posted. Apparently, she posted that if you make the sweater, we're going to have a meetup at Rhinebeck, and everybody wearing their sweater. And I don't even know what it was called.
I can't remember which sweater it was. Yes. But I did see the post with everybody on the hill wearing it. I thought it was such a cool
with her
idea.
in there, so it was very cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like thrilled that she was there, and we saw her, but we just weren't. Oh my God! Right, sort of thing. Anyways, I also have. Okay, here's one sock I have down. I have 4 down the back. I've got the heel, and I've just finished
so this is your October sock.
My October sock, the gusset decrease, which is actually about 2 hearts long. So the way the pattern goes, I should probably have maybe 2 more hearts, and then I can start the toe.
Excellent.
So this one, I'm just about to start the heel.
Yeah.
Of the second one. So I'm hoping to have it done by next week. So once I get that blanket out of the way, I can focus on this. I plan on working on my Ohm shawl when I'm in the car.
Going down to
Florida.
Right.
So, which I leave on the 3rd of November.
So that's a little over a week.
Yeah, a week Saturday. So, but so that's it. That's what I have done.
Okay. So I will show you what I've been working on. So the night before we left for Rhinebeck, I think I had shown you the balls that I wanted to work on a little project for my great niece, which is Sheilagh's granddaughter.
My granddaughter.
We had this yarn from Knit Crate, and I showed this to you last time. And I knew I wanted to make a little dress, so I'm making. Just as a reminder, cute. I am making this. It's called the cupcake shawl or cupcake tunic, which I thought was so cute.
Yes.
And then here's a picture, a little close-up of the
back.
Of the back. So there's just one little button closure.
Yeah.
And then it's, anyway, so it's knit from the top down.
And so, it's supposed to be knit flat.
And it's supposed to, as I'm reading, I was reading and reading, and I kept thinking, well, where do I join? Where do I join? Because I assumed that you knit the first little bit, and then where you saw at the back where it joined, that was the join, and you just knit.
Yeah.
And
which is about the
sort of underarm area. Yeah. Anyway, I'm reading the pattern, and I realize, I'm supposed to knit it flat and then sew it up the back to a certain point. And I thought, well, that's dumb. So I talked with Jan, the yarn therapist, and I said, this is really dumb. I thought I would just knit it circular. And she said, yeah, just join it and knit in the round. Yeah. So that's what I've done. So it's my little modification. So this is what it looks like so far.
Isn't that adorable? It looks so cute.
It's so cute. Careful.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're good.
There we go.
And she's alternating skeins.
So that's why you see two
threads.
But so that's
that is adorable. I love it.
And it's cool because you just bind off here, pick up 3 stitches along the bottom edge, and then you just keep knitting. And then, as I said, I just decided I would knit in the round.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing. And this is the back. So you can see I've got the same little opening there. I think what I'll do is just have a button, and then maybe I'll have Sheila do a
little crochet
loop to put on there. And I'm just going to keep knitting almost till I run out of yarn, maybe. But I think it's going to be like 20 inches or something like that. Yeah. So
you still have a lot on both balls, so you should be fine, because it's not huge by any means.
No,
she'll be a year and a half at Christmas.
She's very slim,
very tall, and
very
skinny.
Tall. She's like her dad.
Yes, very tall and slender.
Yes. So I'm gonna work on that probably tonight at midnight. But I'm really happy.
It's worth it too.
Well, you can see. I mean, I did a chunk of it in the car going down, and then I did a couple rows. I think I've really only spent, I'm gonna say, a maximum of about 2 hours on this so far. Like and that's like really pushing it. I don't think I was quite that long.
Yeah.
So that's one project. The other one I have is my Ohm shawl. And same as with Sheila, what I did was, let's see. Okay, so here, I've just got to fold it in half, but you can see this is where I was the last time. down here at the marker.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
So I hadn't done the chevron yet, but now I've done the chevron.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hadn't done the chevron at this point.
But now she's done that.
But now I've done it. So you can see how mine is different. In the pattern, it calls for like this half of the chevron.
You're
has
using
a different
all
background
4 colors.
color.
You're using all 4 colors, but she decided she wants this green
to stand out on its own.
Yes, so she modified the chevron pattern.
So I've done all of this.
Yes, she has. So she's done a lot.
And just one of the things that I thought I would do is to make up for the lack of length, because I have missed out on, I think I worked out that what I've done is, I think maybe 12 rows that I've actually knit from the pattern. And so I've adjusted by adding a few extra rows above and below the chevron.
Yes.
And then I've added 2 of these little repeat sections in the body.
So that's 8 rows there.
Yeah, so I've added the missing 12 rows that I didn't do in that section of the pattern.
Yes.
And then the other thing that's really, for some reason I thought there were just like 4 buttons along the long edge. But when I read into the pattern, she was like, no, there's a lot
19
more. There's 19 buttons, 19 buttonholes. I don't have a problem making buttonholes, but I'm thinking, where are we going to find 19 buttons
that we want to do with it?
So I think it's going to have to be commercial buttons. But, I was talking with Jen and Amanda, and, kind of came up with the idea that I just have one button that's really unique looking.
Yes.
I think that might make it kind of special. So it's just finding that one
special
button.
One. Yeah, and building from there.
And then just kind of getting very neutral. I think what I'm going to look for is just very neutral, because as you can see, the body of this is just a sort of an ivory and off-white look. And so I don't want anything to detract from either the body or all, because mine is actually using 7 colors. I don't want it to detract from the 7 colors that I'm using.
Yeah.
So that's my other project that's on the go, and I'm really happy with how much I've done in it. It's once you hit the body part, it just like it flies.
Just
it was already a quick knit, but the body is just amazing.
Worsted weight on 5.5. Well, you're using
I'm doing
5.5. I'm using the 6.5.
Pattern calls for 6.5.
Yeah.
And yet ours are pretty much the same size, so that tells you how much of a loose knitter I am.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we can talk about...
We'll talk about what we got at Rhinebeck. I have to lean down and get my...
So it was kind of fun, as Sheila's getting that. I'll just tell you, the yarn therapist, what she had done is, I think it was either like January of this year. It was really early. She had gone online and found on Airbnb a house that we could rent for a few days. And we drove down on Thursday.
Nice relaxed pace.
So it was a nice relaxed pace, and it was Sheila and I. Sheila was driving, I was in the front seat navigating, and then Jen, the yarn therapist, and Amanda, the yarn enabler, were our passengers. And we just took our time going down there. And I'm going to show you. So we did stop just before we went over the border, and I bought myself something.
I lost one of mine.
Oh, did you?
So I only got one.
Well, I saw that somebody, I think it was Amanda, showed. She goes, "Oh my gosh, look at this! It's got your name." It's really hard for me to find things with my name on it, and so this had a little Canadian flag, which is great. My name, which is amazing.
Yes.
And it's got a little lobster claw, and so I thought this would be great pull for one of my project bags.
Yes.
So I think I'll probably do that. But I had it on my purse when I was down in the U.S. at Rhinebeck. So it had my name and the little Canadian flag, which is great. So that was my very first purchase when we were traveling.
Yes. And then the first thing we were given Thursday night, Friday morning.
Yeah.
We were given...
Oh, Friday morning.
Jen, the yarn therapist, dyed us all.
All the people who were in our house. So there were the 4 of us, and then 3 other ladies joined us. Yes.
She dyed us all these sock blanks, micro striping sock blanks, and she named it her Rhinebeck 2018 colorway for us. So we only the 7 of us have this.
So it's a super limited edition.
Yes,
so this was such a lovely, lovely surprise. I mean, so unexpected and just so fun. Like, it's such a great memory of our stay down there and all the great women. I have to say that, you know, it was such a great group of women who were down there. We had so much fun. And considering that the other 3 women that who were staying with us, we didn't know at all.
We'd never met them.
We'd never met them.
Well, we'd met Karen once or twice before.
Yes.
She is the dyer behind Feisty Fibers.
Yes, so we'd met her at shows and things like that.
She's the one that dyed this pink.
Yes. So she was one of the people, and then a couple of other
Namita,
and then
and Sue.
So we had never met them before, but we all got along extremely well, and just it was so much fun, and so that was. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff in here.
So that was the first thing.
We
got that, and then we went to Needles Up in the afternoon.
Yes.
So Needles Up, I bought. We went to the Legacy Fiber Arts table, which Sue was there, so we got to say hi to Sue again. And Paige the framer, and she had some of her frames in there, some of her cloth frames that she was doing. This is the one I got. So I'm gonna put a picture in there. So yeah.
So and I got one too. I couldn't say no, but I got one that looks like the knit stitches because it was so hard to pick the colors that I wanted because there were several
many different ones, and she got and she got permission from Mrs. Brown's Bags to use a bunch of her stuff, and I'm not sure how I think she may have got some of the scraps,
like remnants
sent from
Jody. I'm not sure how it worked.
Not sure either, but she
Isn't that the coolest?
It is awesome.
So I'm hoping
you could get just the mat like this, or you could actually get it with a frame.
Yeah, but I thought I'll just get the mat for now because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do.
Everybody's always got a frame somewhere.
Yep. So I got that, and then we went to.
And then I went to. Well, yes, we did. We went to Tough Woolens. They were there, and I got her Tough Woolen sock soap in the scent Chai Spice. As you can tell, I've used it. So, Tuft Woolens, and then where's this? It's right there. Chai Spice was the scent that I got. So wonderful, so wonderful.
And I got the Plum and Amber, and I also got one of these hand balms in the Plum and Amber, but it's in my purse. So and I
got
use it.
Cider Donut.
Yeah. And then I also got this
but I don't have it here.
Hand balm, which is 5th and 57th, which I thought was a nice, delicate scent.
Yes.
This Plum and Amber makes me think of fall. When I put it on, it's just got kind of a fall scent to it. I don't know. I think it's the amber that does that. But anyway, those are the ones I got. Okay. And I also got a lip balm that was...
Yes, I did too. I got the cider donut one too.
I didn't. I got the. I think I got the Plum and Amber. That was the one that I just fell in love with.
And then I went to the Fat Squirrels booth, and I got myself a really nice project bag.
That is such a nice bag. I really like that one.
And the inside's nice. It's just plain.
Very simple.
So you get to see, and it's got a really nice handle.
You know what I like about having a plane like that is that you can see your yarn and your project in there.
Yes.
You know?
Very much so.
Yes. So it's not sort of fighting with the pattern on the interior.
No.
And so you can, whatever you're working on.
But it's nice and wide. It's got really a good 4 to 5 inches width at the base.
That's nice.
So I made
your home shawl would fit in there.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like it's perfect for like a shawl, a blanket. She even had bigger ones than this. Like we're like big projects. And I just thought, no, this is fine. I don't use them that big, so this will be just fine.
Yep.
So that was that. And then Saturday, we did not go to Indian Tango. You needed tickets. And even for the free hour, you needed tickets.
Yeah, we didn't get tickets.
And they were like gone. Just gone. The minute they put them up, they were sold out. So it's like, And they charged $20 to get in.
Yeah, now
So it wasn't like $5, it was $20.
But I understand there was some sort of goodie bag that you got that kind of offset the price of the ticket, which is great. But anyway, we didn't go, and nobody. I think
our group,
Jen and Amanda didn't go either.
No, in our house, we didn't go.
Yeah.
So. I'm just trying.
So we spent the afternoon just doing.
We went for lunch, late lunch, early dinner at the Olive Garden. That was the night,
and then we went to Ulta.
Yes. Yeah. Then we went to Ulta afterwards.
Yeah. So if we happen to look a little more made up, it's because we had a lot of help from Amanda buying new makeup.
So much fun. But then we went to Rhinebeck on Saturday.
Yes.
We did the meetup where we met a whole bunch of people.
That was fun.
It was. Karen from Do You Knit, we bumped into her, and she gave us these new sort of rose gold swag bags. She called them her swag bags. They're perfect. They're so her.
They're so her.
They're so her.
I have to say, it's kind of me too.
I know, kind of me too. I like
shiny,
it too.
Metallic. I love it.
So we did that, and then we got this from
The Loving Path.
The Loving Path, and she's a Canadian yarn dyer.
So we met her through Amanda. Now, I don't remember what your colorway was. Mine, I think, is her... now, this is her Soul Sock, so it's 80/20. And it's just, I think it's just a little, 10 gram, or it's just one of the little minis. And it's... I think this one is her colorway called The Loving Path, which is like her I don't know what you call it, her house color, if you will, her signature color. Yeah. But it's a gorgeous one. It's just beautiful. Isn't that stunning? And she's so sweet. She was just such a lovely young
sweet lady. And I've seen her at shows. Yeah. I've seen her at some of the shows that we go to in Canada, in and around Ontario. Mm-hmm. But also... we got a whole bunch. We saw a whole bunch of people, so we got a whole bunch of
I haven't even put my pins on
That's yet. The Just One N is Elizabeth Zimmerman
with Just One N.
And she has a podcast. It's called Just One N.
Yeah.
And then right there, the white round one here is we saw Kate from Hawthorne Cottage, and she also
she's sweet,
absolutely sweet. She came all the way from Ireland, and then she has a little wee house sort of cottage progress keeper that we were given. We saw Connie of Chili Knits, so she gave us that one and that one. And then I bought, this is the Legacy Fiber Arts pin for Needles Up. This is, so I bought that one. That's their new logo. And that one, Karen gave us this one, and this is the Rhinebeck 2018 button.
Yes.
So... that's that one. Here's my cards from The Loving Path. I knew they were in one of my bags. Mm-hmm. Soul Sock.
Yeah. Is there a color on that?
No. No, there is not.
So anyway, we'll just keep going.
Yes.
Have to cut it out. Okay.
We'll have to edit. Everybody does like to see. Yeah. So I got the big sock blockers and the medium, the next toddlerish. This is toddler size 3 to 6, and this is the kid size 6 to 10.
Excellent.
And then the adult size was the men's 7 to 11 or the women's 8 to 12.
And so I got the next size down.
So
just because I wanted a pair. I think I had even said I wanted a pair of sock blockers. So.
Yes. Yeah. So, but that was that. And other than that, Sunday we went walking through another market area because that was all I bought. Yeah. That day. Yeah. Sunday, and then
actually, I think I went and bought
that was Sunday.
Was that Sunday?
That was Sunday.
I thought it was Saturday. Okay.
Anyways, when we got back on Saturday, we had our 7th lady came. Yeah. And she brought all of us. Actually, she did it on Friday night. Yeah. She did. But she brought us all. She made us project bags.
Yes.
All matching.
So it's all in this beautiful green, and it's a really nice size. Mm-hmm. But the inside, as much it's nice pattern inside. I'm just going to warn you, this is not for the frail of heart. Yes, no children should be seen.
No children, but this is what it says.
We won't say it out loud, but we're sure you can read it.
We howled. We thought that is like so perfect for us.
It's for those projects where you might be having a
little bit
of
frustration. Yes.
So,
but these are they're a good square base, but she made those herself. She does not sell them. She just happens to sew, and she's a friend of Jen's, and this is what the two of them discussing. Deciding one giving us the yarn and one a project bag.
So how exciting is that?
Very looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
Then on Sunday we went back, and we were
only going to spend about an hour or so there because that was the day we were driving back home.
Yes.
So we didn't want to spend a lot of time, but we knew from last year that the Sunday tends to be a lot quieter.
Yes.
It
certainly was.
Yeah, the crowds just aren't there. It's just so much better.
Yeah, so we stopped by the Merritt bookstore.
Yes.
And we got ourselves a Maker's Keep.
So the reason we were standing in line is I decided I would get the latest Pom-Pom magazine. And the reason I decided I would get it is that I saw this amazing pattern from, let's see if I can find it in here. But this was the pattern. Yeah. Yes. This gorgeous pattern by Joji Locatelli.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I mean, I just fell madly in love with this.
Yeah.
And so in case you haven't noticed, I've been sort of collecting sweater patterns. So I'm trying to work up the nerve to get started on creating knitting myself a sweater. Yeah. But I saw that one and I just fell in love with it because I love there's just enough detail, and then then it's knit night knitting. It's just plain knitting.
Yeah. So
which
once you get that cabling done, but there's some absolutely gorgeous gorgeous patterns in there.
Stunning pattern too. I don't know that I would ever be brave enough to make that.
Yeah. But we thought that was our friend Jen. That's a pattern for her.
Yeah, she wouldn't make something like that. So this particular edition, and I think it's the most recent one.
It is the most recent one.
It was edited by guest editor Nora Gone, is how I would say it. That like Somerset Maugham.
Yeah.
Gone. And she was there. And she signed my copy.
Yes.
So how fun is that?
Yes. Even though, truthfully, we didn't really know who she was.
But she's known for cables, apparently.
Yes. Is that her pattern with the green?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the one on the cover is her pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see because
I love that one.
It's a beautiful pattern.
I love that one.
Apparently she's known for cables and that kind of crisscrossy stitching. So I liked that one as well. But
so while we were waiting in line for her to pay for that,
because it was a bit of a lineup at that particular.
We got ourselves a Maker's Key.
Yes. So how fun is that?
So we can put our stitch markers. Anything metal, we can stick metal on it.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was really fun.
Yes.
I don't know where. This is mine here. I'm giving that to my nephew to play with. I got this green one because I love the green. Isn't that stunning?
It was green or orange. They didn't have a pink one.
They didn't have pink, but I thought,
I got the gray. The gray's me. So
yeah. So
I love it. They've got that.
I think they call it a slap wrist. Yeah.
One of the.
I actually just put one in my.
Just stays like that, and then you just slap it like this one.
Yep.
Just slap it on your wrist.
Yep. So there's a magnet on it. Yeah. I didn't take my plastic thing off yet, but yeah.
And you can adjust where it sits too on it. You can adjust where it sits. Like this
so it slides
through.
around.
Yeah.
But look, here's my little stitch marker.
They're
on
awesome.
It,
so I thought they were very
great
cool.
idea because I have to say I don't always use stitch markers as much as I ought to.
Yes.
But I'm forever rummaging. It's like, okay, I'll just hold my needles while I go rummaging around looking for something.
Exactly.
So this would actually be a good
idea. And to me, it would be great if you're doing like a really big project where you're putting lots of stitch markers in. It would be. It's really
where
good
you
for
really
that.
want to make sure you're counting your stitches within pattern sections.
Yes.
So that's why I decided I would. Big splurge. It was like $20.
Yes.
So
and then
I liked it.
And then from there we went to some of the other little other places around, and we went to, this is so funny, she's a Canadian dyer. We've used her stuff before, Indigo Dragonfly, but this is what I got from her. This is her colorway, the New York Skein of Mine, Rhinebeck 2018. This was her colorway, so I kind of had to get it.
It's beautiful.
So I thought this will be nice. I'm not sure how it's going to knit up. It's maybe micro stripes, or
I have no idea.
I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to it. It is sock. It's her Kiwi Floofin sock is what she calls it. And it's 100% superwash Polworth wool. So
that's awesome.
Yes, and I forget who she said. She told me, she said, "Oh, so and so thinks it's one of the best, and it's like one of the best sock yarns."
Yes, I forget who it was. She said,
was it Kate Atherley?
I think it was Kate.
Kate Atherley, I think. Yes. So we're so I thought I'm gonna try it. Why not? And I thought it is her Rhinebeck specific colorway. Yes. So I thought I probably wouldn't be able to get it in Canada even when she was selling it.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not?
Yeah. No, I
that's the only yarn I bought.
Yeah. I really like her. I have worn in the past my pendulum scarf, and that was knit with Indigo Dragonfly, and I loved working with her yarn.
So did I.
And she's if go and find her website and look for her yarns. Just if for no other reason than to look at the names of her yarns, because they're so fun.
Well, my first Pure Joy was made out of her yarn.
Yeah.
And the blue was TARDIS, Doctor Who.
Yes.
And the yellow-blue speckly yarn that she did was called Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and mine, the pendulum shawl, this sort of reddish color was called Tiny Blood-Sucking Dancer.
Yes.
And then the multicolor variegated one was something to do with the Hunger Games. Whatever the first, where all the rich people were who where they had the big battle in the final Hunger Games in the city there.
Yeah.
That it was a reference to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so she has some really fun colorway names. So, but I found this really fun. So I actually went to. So this I ended up buying this yarn here. This beautiful shade of purple.
It's got a bit of sparkle.
And it's got a sparkle. It's called Lily's Fiberworks. And it's 75-25 superwash wool, 25% nylon, and it's worsted weight. And it's from Schweitzer's Fiber Mill. And Lily, who dyes all their colors, is a 9-year-old girl. She has an Instagram account, so I've started following her. And she has some beautiful colors there. I now wish that I had bought another one, because I actually, several years ago, Jen, the yarn therapist, and
our first time
ever dyeing, I got some worsted weight, and I did a gray with speckles of different colors, which includes some purple. Now there's teals in there. I was considering getting the teal, but I thought the purple was sort of more, it was calling to me more. So so I have another one of these, and now I kind of wish that I had bought another one of the purples.
2 of the purples.
Yeah, just to give it a little bit more. It's kind of hard to see, but there is purple in there, and it's gonna look amazing, whatever I figure out. So I've sort of been on Ravelry trying to decide whether I want to make,
especially with it being worsted weight.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe I might get brave and try brioche in a cowl.
Yeah,
that I thought might look really cool.
Yes, I think it would look really nice.
Really kind of interesting.
And a good way to learn brioche.
Yeah, without kind of making something like crazy, or maybe a brioche hat. So I'm not really sure, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. Because my other choice would be some sort of shawl, but this only has 124 yards in it, which is not enough to really...
No, it's not a lot.
Unless it was sort of like this was the main part, and then there was maybe a little strip of this in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
Then, yeah. So anyway, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. So,
but that's that.
So that was the only yarn that I bought. But you know, we got yarn from Jen, and we got all those little Miss Babs things. So we still left with yarn.
with not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad stuff.
Yeah.
And right before we left, I think the day before we left, I couldn't post this on Instagram because I was sick. I ended up on antibiotics, and I was just sick as a dog with a major sinus infection. We got our
we got our knit crate.
We got our knit crate.
We received that.
It didn't come in a box anymore. It came in just an envelope.
Yeah. I think that was just for this particular mailing.
Maybe.
Because I was reading something, I think it was on their Instagram, or it was in an email that they sent us. So you will, if you do sign up for this, I think you will be getting emails letting you know when your next shipment is being sent out.
And not even that. I like following them on Instagram. Yes. They show you, they tell you the theme. And then they show you the yarn. So
you see that
what we get. We get the basic one, just their house. I want to call it house yarn.
But so there were 4 colorways.
Yes.
And you don't know what you're going to get, but you see what the 4 colorways are before they're shipped out, which is really cool.
They do show you that. This month's theme was verdigris,
which is cool. Which is sort of like that.
Color. Yes.
Verdigris is what happens when copper...
Patina, changing, things like that.
Copper changes over time. It does that kind of...
So, and then it came with literally a booklet this month, and it has all the... this is the Audine Wools. Listen to this. Audine Wools Halo DK. So we got 2 skeins of DK.
This gorgeous DK.
The colorway is ash.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50% alpaca, 30% merino, and 20% nylon.
It's so soft.
It's so soft and squishy. Like,
it's
so,
just
really,
soft
really
and
nice.
Squishy.
Absolutely love it. It came in sort of a rusty. There was a rusty color, an olive color, this color,
ash.
And a purpley color.
So this is
what was it? Mouse, olive, ash, and blush. They called it.
So this you can kind of see that there's like the slight variation, light to dark, and it's not terribly dark. But it's a really lovely.
It's a bit of a bluer undertone.
Yeah. It's very pretty and incredibly soft. And I like it because you can kind of see the twist in it. I like certain yarns having where you can actually see the twist in it. And this is one of them. Mm-hmm. So,
and the pattern is Moss Boss by Brienne Malden, and this is this is the crochet pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one pattern. This came with a lot of patterns. This book.
Yeah.
The knit one is the Huerta by Pearl Knitter, and that's that pattern, which is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also got, and then they always tell you about the designers. They always have that.
Yeah.
And then this was their artisan.
So this particular little magazine is really cool because it shows you all the patterns that are going out with all the different yarn boxes.
Yes. So for the artisan yarn box, you get 2 skeins of the artisan yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the pattern that they were given. So First Frost. And that's by Lena Joyce. And also had...
I liked this.
This diamond lace is a hat.
I really liked that hat pattern. I thought it was really
quite nice.
Really nice one.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a nice hat.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 2 socks patterns. Socks, a hat, 3 shawls, sort of like this. They call this one a cowl, but it's more like a capelet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got like 1, 2, 3, 5 patterns.
You can't beat
this month.
And this, I have to say, I'm really impressed with it.
It is so soft.
Considering this is sort of like their...
This is their house brand.
I'm going to call it their introductory level box.
Mm-hmm.
we have not been disappointed at all.
No, not at all.
We haven't really knit my little 2-week dress.
That's the first thing I've knit. We've been knitting from it.
I really like working with that. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with this, but it's so soft.
It's a nice DK weight.
I'm thinking it's got to be...
and there's 215 meters or 236 yards in each skein.
Yeah.
So 430 meters. That's significant. That's significant to do a half decent little sweater or hat and mitts and something
for
like
a little
that
one.
For a little one.
Yeah.
So I love that
really
color.
Cozy.
It's just so cozy. It's like so.
Yeah.
But that is it.
I think it is.
I'm not sure if we're going to record next week. I was asked if we're doing knit night next week, and I said I can do one next week. So I'm not sure. If we do, we might record something before I go away because I'll be gone for all of November. Yeah. So we'll be on hold. On hold until that is done. Yeah. So I'll be back in the beginning of December. So that'll be the first one. Will be at the beginning of December.
Yeah. Oh, should we pull another sock?
Yes, we should. There's just 2 bags left.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to take this one because the red one can be saved for
Christmas.
Alrighty.
Yes, because that was one of the things that I wanted to do.
Okay, so we have...
Oh, pattern included.
Yay!
Ooh, okay. Ooh, speckled space socks.
Lovely.
There's the pattern, Speckled Space Socks by Amanda B. Stevens. There's a little, if I can get the there we go. Those are pretty cool.
They are nice.
And then I have my Sprinkles by Critium Hand Dyed Yarns in her Sitara sock base, which is 70% fine superwash merino, 30% nylon. So, yes.
That is so sweet. I love the colors in that.
I know. That I thought that would be perfect for that pattern.
Yeah.
So, yay. So, there's November.
So, that's November socks.
Yes.
They're fun for November, I think.
I think that'll be fun, and I'll just see if I can find something to do, like
the toes.
The toes and the... Yeah. All that in, which I think I have a blue sitting right over there that might go.
That would look really
I think that just might go with it.
Might be the one.
Yes. So, yeah. So, yay for November socks. Yay. So that's that.
Excellent.
Yes. So other than that, I think that is it for this time, for this episode.
Yes.
Anyways, so glad you could all join us, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing about our tales of Rhinebeck. We did post our pictures on...
Something we didn't mention is we actually saw Christy Glass there.
Yes.
I don't think we made the cut to her
No,
video.
She never took a picture of us.
No. So, I was wearing this shawl, my Pure Joy shawl.
Yes.
And, but when she saw us, she actually said,
"Oh, the sisters!" She remembered us from last year, which I was shocked.
I was shocked too, considering she meets hundreds and hundreds of people.
Especially at events like that. There's like hundreds and hundreds of people she meets.
But she did comment. Actually, several people commented on the idea that my hair and my scarf and my lipstick all matched.
Yes. Yeah. So. And we ran into at the meetup, we saw a lot of people that we knew from our area.
Yes.
I remember meeting, we saw Annie from Knitting It Up. She has the Knitting It Up podcast, and she sells the Knitting It Up yarn. We saw Christopher of Cabin Boy Knits, and he is a natural dyer. He dyes with natural dyes, like plant-based dyes and things, and actually plants. He'll cook up the plant and put the yarn in. Yeah. So he lives in a cabin, literally in a cabin, which is phenomenal. He does amazing work. And just running into some people that we met like 2 years ago on our little yarn crawl 2 years ago. Yes. That was phenomenal.
Vincent
from Chelsea Yarns. He works at Chelsea Yarns. He's a student.
And he's the Knit Owl on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He was such a nice. It was so nice,
and he remembered us.
And he remembered us. We're always so shocked.
And
when
that's
people...
2 years later. He remembered us.
Yeah,
we did see Christina of
Chelsea Yarns. We saw her too, and she remembered us.
And we ran into the fat squirrel again. And I got my picture taken with her because I really like her. We had a picture of her in between the two of us.
Yes,
she is so hysterical.
Her podcast
she's so
funny. But in person, she's funny, but she's also just so sweet, so nice.
Absolutely. Yeah. We saw Mina again.
Yeah.
I saw Kemper of Raybot Yarns. Okay. She did the Pixel Rise socks. Okay. She designed those and the Pixel Rise cowl.
Okay.
So,
and I think the people, who do I remember seeing? Oh, Shamika.
Yeah, we saw Shamika.
I love her. And Gigi made it.
Yep.
Oh, because I just love her. I did see just so many people that it was just really nice running into them again. Nice.
Oh, yes, and we saw Diane and Edith of All Dyed Up. All Dyed Up Yarn Cast, and they dye yarn, and their yarn is called All Dyed Up. Each sister dyes their yarn separately, so that each of them will dye. And both are completely different, takes on things. Yeah.
That's a really fun way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anyway, it was great fun. Mm-hmm. I would definitely, if you can see yourself doing that in the future, it is a lot of fun. It is overwhelming, but
at first,
it's kind of worth it, and try to go for 2 days.
Definitely the 2 days.
The first day, you might just want to kind of find your way around,
just feel it out, sort of thing.
The big picture, where do you want to come back and see, because it's super crowded in the barns. And then maybe if you can go back on the second day.
Yes.
It's a little more relaxed.
Just half the crowds.
Half the crowds.
Much better day. So you're better off scoping out on the Saturday and then going back on the Sunday. Mm-hmm. You may not get the exact thing that you're looking for, or that you saw on the Saturday, because they do restock on the Saturday evening, but it is nice to have that option,
and it's just more comfortable.
Yes, you're not like this at some of the places, which was really nice.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed kind of listening to our little adventures and our ramble, and. We may be back next week. If not, then it'll be in about 5 weeks, probably. In December when we're back. But we'll see what happens.
Yep. Will do. So for now, we'll talk with you later. And everybody, I hope you have a great time. And you'll be passing the American Thanksgiving. Well, we won't be there, so have a good one.
Yes. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. All the best.
All the best. Talk with everyone later.
Okay. Bye-bye.